All right, here we go. We're going to do it. Let's see here. Perfect. Okay. Today, we're going to be building a simple app, but we're going to do it a little bit differently. We're going to compare 3 different AI models, some of the more popular ones, for doing a simple to-do app. Really easy. We're going to try it with Gemini. We're going to try it with Claude Code, and we're going to try it with Codex. So this is like comparing OpenAI versus Google versus Anthropic. I'm actually kind of excited. Who's going to win? I don't know. I mean, we're going to find out. We're definitely going to see. And it's going to be a simple app. So we're just going to get started. Actually, what we have to do is I have downloaded and installed the CLIs. They're good to go. What we need to do is come up with a prompt. And we also need to run the prompt in a fair way because I also want to benchmark how fast they are, which one's going to come in first. And also, what's the code quality, the overall quality? Is it going to be a good output and outcome? And if we throw it a curveball, which we're going to do, can it cope? Can it actually work? Actually, I don't know if it can or not. We're going to try it though. Here we go. So what we have here on the screen, we've got split windows. We've got Codex on the top, at the very top up here. At the top of the screen, we've got Codex. And then in the middle, we've got Gemini, which has a really pretty, logo, which is great. I like that. And the color scheme. And then at the very bottom, we have Claude. I'm expecting Claude to do a really good job in Gemini and OpenAI too, right? Codex can do a really good job. We're going to find out which one's going to be the best. I'm actually kind of excited for this. They're all really powerful. Now, of course, you're going to say, well, what about, the open source models like DeepSeek, or what about GPT OSS? Yeah, there's those. We can compare those later. I think it'd be more fun to compare those against each other rather than against the main AIs. But you know what? We could also do, that'll be for another time. We'll do it. We'll do it at a different time. There's also Grok, right? Which is X's or Elon Musk's AI version. And I don't think it's fair to compare that one immediately because it mostly is newer. It just came out more recently. And it hasn't had enough time to catch up. So, hey, Jake baby, how's it going? We're going to compare the AIs. Which one's the best one? Which one do you think it is? Which one do you think is the best AI for writing software? Well, Claude Code's been really great for me, but we're going to try out different ones. We're going to try Codex, which is OpenAI. We're going to try Gemini. George, hey, can you sing a song? I could, not, but this is a coding channel for software engineering, computer science, and artificial intelligence. Jake baby, IDK. All right. Yeah. See, I'm not sure either. We're gonna try, and we're gonna throw them a curveball too. We're gonna say, hey, we're gonna have them build a to-do list, which is really the simple, that's kind of like the Hello World application in software engineering. It's a good to-do list. Jake baby, wait, are you talking about AI chatbot or something? Yeah, AI chatbot. So we've got here at the top of the screen here, we've got our 3 different AI models: OpenAI, Codex, Gemini, which is Google, and then at the very bottom is Claude, which is Anthropic. We're going to compare all 3 of them. Who's going to be the best? I don't know. I think Claude's always done really good for me, so we're going to find out. But what we're going to do is we're going to run it to be fair, because I want to see how fast is it. Do they render quickly? Oh, is it Poly AI? Yeah, basically Poly AI. We're gonna see it firsthand. We're gonna see which one's gonna come out on top. This is I just upgraded everything, so everything's reinstalled. It's got all the latest CLIs and all the latest models, and that's for September 1st. We're gonna see which one's the best. I'm kind of excited. All right, so we have to create our first. We have to come up with our prompt. So we're going to say, I think the prompt is going to be something like this. We'll say, so I'm trying to make a game. George, yes. Okay, cool. A game is really good, and building it with AIs can be also pretty. Building games is one of the hardest things to do in computer science because it demands the most of the hardware on the machine, and there's just so much. You have full control of the pixels. But when you're building other things like business software, the pixels are already frameworked out for you, and it's pretty easy to draw a button or draw text on the screen. But when it comes to game development, it's far more difficult because you have full control of every pixel on the screen, and it and you have to render it quickly. Is it Talkie AI? Talkie AI. What's that? What is Talkie AI? I'm going to Google that really quick. What do you mean by Talkie AI? Talkie AI. What is this? Talkie. Oh, free AI character chat. Oh, she's your. Oh, yeah. No, it's not that. It's not Talkie AI. George, is it a good idea to make a demo? Yeah, it's always a good idea to make a demo. Here's why. Because as humans, our best capability is understanding failure, and creating an MVP or a demo, like sort of like a proof of concept, is a good way to test. President Trump with G. G says President Trump. Okay, then. No. Here. All right. So here's our prompt. We're gonna make our prompt here at the top of the screen. We're gonna say, let's see, build a to-do app, and use Python. Which that's the curveball. We're gonna have them use Python. Usually, you'd have it, build it off maybe React Native or some other. Want me to tell you what the game is? Yeah, George, I'd be really excited to hear what is the game. What game are you building, Jake Baby? I'd care if it is a poly AI. Well, I mean, I guess what's the definition of a poly AI really quick before we write our prompt here? Poly AI definition. What is this? What is the poly AI definition? We're going to pull that up really quick. Let's see here. Let's show you on the screen what we're looking at. All right, let's zoom in so we can see here. Poly AI definition. What is this? Whoop, let's see here. All right, here we go. Poly AI refers to the advanced human-like conversational AI technology developed by the company Poly AI. Oh, right. More like Talkie AI, Poly AI. Yeah, where you're actually having a conversation with the AI rather than using the AI as a tool, which is what we're doing today. We're going to use the AI as a tool. George, it's going to be a zombie fighter game. Ooh, survival horror. There we go. That's exciting. Are you talking like in the realm of, there's actually a lot of cool survival horror games out there. Obviously, Resident Evil, and you've got Silent Hill, and then you've got zombie. There's these zombie over the top anthropomorphic. Yeah, there's a lot of really fun ones too on Steam. Jake Baby, Poly AI is a chat bot. Is a chat that you text search characters. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's more of a role playing, or you're actually communicating directly with the AI. That's a Poly AI. That makes sense. Done with that. All right, George, you can run over zombies. Oh, so is this going to be like a top-down view, George? Like, what's the perspective? Will it be like isometric? Will it be isometric so you can see like sort of like at an angle? It's going to be with my character, and it's not going to be a horror game. Oh, what? Wait, you're going to have a zombie game, and it's not horror, but I'm going to have to search a secret map. It's going to be a horror game. Oh, okay. There you go. So it's a game within a game, but you didn't know there's a hidden genre in there. Jake Baby, do you play Roblox or something? I play Minecraft. I played Minecraft a lot, so much so that I had an OLED that it burned in the hearts at the bottom of the screen on the Minecraft because I played it for so long. I played so much Minecraft. I haven't played much Roblox. That is also a very popular game. All right, here we go. Build a to-do app using use Python. I think that's it. I think that's like all we have to say is this. I think that's going to be what we're going to be using. So I'm going to copy this. Here we go. Let's copy that. You play Roblox for 5 years? That's a lot of Roblox. Like a ton of Roblox. So you probably played many of the variety of the games that are on Roblox. So I know that it's not like Minecraft. Where in Minecraft it's kind of like, there's a lot of mods in Minecraft, but really the game, it's really sandbox. It's meant to like, build things and have fun and multiplayer and explore and fight the dragon. But Roblox is different. It's got built-in games with just totally different rules and stuff. George, what should I use for the game? What do you mean, what should you use? Are you talking about a framework, like a game framework? Different kinds of game frameworks? There's a lot of different kinds. It depends on what your ambitions are. You started at 2020. Oh, it's a good time to start because that was the year when we all stayed inside. And you're like, what are you going to do now? What are you going to do now? You don't know because, you can go on the internet. That's what you can do. All right, here we go. We've got our prompt. I copied it. We're going to copy it again. So it's build a 2D app, use Python. But here we go. So we're going to say Codex -- full auto, right? AUTO. And then we're going to do that with Gemini too. But Gemini is different. So Gemini requires a different a parameter. Gemini. Here we go. Help -- help. What is the command for Gemini that's equivalent to the full auto? When I was probably I did play. So you did play Poly AI. Wait. Oh, it disappeared. Sorry. Some things you can't say. Okay, so you played Roblox for 5 years. That's a lot. What should I use for the game I started in 2020? Okay. Yeah, some of the text. All right, let's jump back into it. Here we go. Gemini, I need to see what is the equivalent of full auto. YOLO. There we go. That's definitely automatically accept all actions. I'm pretty sure YOLO is it. So let's see here. Did you know kids can't go on to chatbots? Well, yeah, I suppose that makes the most sense. Because there's a lot of, we're already having problems with the AIs and their ability to be careful. Open source applications. Hey, how's it going? It's good to see you. We're hanging out today. We're going to compete. We're going to compare some of the top coding AI systems. How are you? I'm doing really good. Had a good weekend. We played some TTRPGs over the weekend, and it was actually a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. Time went by very fast. I was surprised. It took so long to learn. Good to see you. Yeah, good to see you, man. Yeah, absolutely. Good to see you too. We're playing with some AI today. We're gonna compare them. We're gonna compete, and we're gonna throw them a curveball, which is Python. They have to use Python, and they're gonna build an app that's traditionally requires you to build in a UI and some basic logic. Not Owen. Hey, how's it going? I hope all is well. Gemini underdog victory. Maybe it could be Gemini could come out on top. Absolutely. I'm actually because Gemini is on the top chart, so I expect maybe it could be, it could come out of the gates. Yeah, there's a strangers that made AI chats. Yeah, kidnap. You have to be careful. The internet is still scary. The internet, as long as we've had it for. George, can your voice text from my characters? Can you voice text from my characters? Actually, so you're talking about like voice acting? Is that what you're talking about? Voice acting? Potentially, that could be a lot of fun. But there's, what is it called? Oh, it just came out. Just this morning, there was a new text to speech AI, and it's really good. It just came out. They released a new version of it just this morning. Call it. Hey, let us see. Absolutely. So we're going to do that. Here we go. Well, in terms of what we're describing, so we've got 3 AIs. They're coding AIs. We're going to use the CLI versions for Codex, Gemini, and Claude. We're going to give them the same prompt, and we're going to have them go all at the same time. And we're going to see which one wins. We're going to compare how fast they go, and also what the quality is, the output. Well, I did, but I got scared and shut off my phone. Yeah, you have to be careful. There's a lot of scary stuff out there. Blank Mind. What are we doing today? Okay, so Blank Mind. We've got 3 artificial intelligence coding agents, and we're going to compare them. We're going to make them fight. They're going to build a to-do app using Python, which is the curveball. Usually you'd probably use JavaScript and HTML for this, but we're going to be, can you voice act character? So George, never done it. I've never done it. Don't know if that's a thing, but it could be fun. It could be like, it really depends because this is like the one tone that I have. I'm just excited about technology tone. That's what I got. Open source applications. Yes. Here we go. So Gemini -- YOLO is the same. There we go. So, all right, now Claude, let's go. Yeah, let's go. All right, I'm really excited. All right, so we've got Gemini. We've got, let's see here. Here, there we go. All right, Codex is ready. Gemini is ready. We have to make Claude ready. So Claude -- help. I think it's called dangerously skip. We need to be able to dangerously skip. Here we go. Let's see here. It's in here. There it is. Perfect. Here we go. All right, we got it. You guys, we got it. You guys, here we go. So copy that Claude. Here we go. Boom. And then we need the prompt again. So we'll copy it up here and paste it. Oh, wait, no, paste. There we go. Okay. George, can you tell me about something from my shopping list? That's what you actually said. What? Wait, what? What? Okay, Anthony. Hey, Anthony, how's it going? Tony, what are you using to stream and how are you showing the closed captioning so smooth like that? Isn't that good? It's the software that I wrote 7 years ago that here, actually, I'll show you. We'll do this really quick. So Google, you go to Google, you say OBS, Twitch, chat, subtitles, and then you Google for that. And then there'll be a lot of videos, but actually we should probably say GitHub. There we go. There, perfect. Here, this is the one. We wrote this 7 years ago. I'll zoom in so you can see it. I can see it. George, let's see. LOL, I didn't know Gemini called it YOLO. I know, neither did I. I thought that was really cool. Not Owen. Yeah, they called it YOLO. I mean, it's a cool, it totally makes sense. I like it. George, that's where you need to say for my character. Oh, that's where you need to say. Gotcha. Maine. Hey, Maine, how's it going? Hey, buddy, how's it going? We're building some software today. Well, actually, the AIs are. We're going to have them compare. We're going to have them compete with each other. We're going to see which ones come out on top. I'm actually kind of excited. But someone was asking about the subtitles. This is it right here. So about 7 years ago, we started this project, and it gives you subtitles that you can overlay on your OBS. So that's how that works. And it gives you instructions on how to do it. And added browser stores. It's pretty easy. Cookie Monster, do you know me? Change my own user on YouTube and name Cookie Monster. It begins with the interested. Cookie Monster, I don't know. Though I do remember your name from previously. Open source applications, BDW. Are you a Windows user or GNU Linux user? Just curious. I'm more on the Linux side of things. Today I'm running Mac OS. I use Linux and Mac for most of my day. Linux and Mac. Those are the ones. But from a Windows perspective, I used to use Windows, but then I moved to Linux. And then my main daily driver changed to a Mac. But I still use Linux a lot for a lot of my servers. George, can you buy something from my shop? Can you say that? Oh, yeah. Okay, so you're building an RPG where you're going to have a shopkeeper, and the shopkeeper will say, can you buy something from my shop? Like that. Something like that. The interested gamer. Oh, okay, gotcha. There you go. That makes sense. Cookie Monster. Excellent. All right. Yeah, I remember for sure. Can you buy something from my shop? Okay. Now we've got, here we go. What is the forecast for my game? The forecast, that's actually a good question. It depends how much time you put into it, how exciting it is, and if you continue to evolve it over time, because you want, I call early release, it's one of my favorite. It's called unfinishedware. It's my favorite approach to software development and building, releasing code. You want to build the software and then release it as soon as it's playable, but then you also want to continue to update it. So that way you get an audience and you can build up the audience. Unfinishedware is what it's called. It's like the best. It's beta is, or alpha development is kind of what it's called. All right, here you go. All right. Twitch subs, what's the URL? Yoshi, hey, how's it going? We're only on YouTube. I was considering of doing Twitch here at some point today, and for now we're doing YouTube. So just YouTube for now. Yoshi, open source applications. Glad to hear that, brother. Linux rocks, isn't it? Yeah, it's great. Really like all the varieties of Linux. You've got what is that? Alpine, which is great. But there's also, if you're building Docker, you want to use something called, it's called, what is it? The smallest Docker container you can have. What is it called? Docker. I can't remember. Static. It's what do you guys call it? If you've used Docker, and you can choose, you build from a different, you're going to be a gun store in the morning and the voice actor. The gun store in the morning and the voice actor. Gotcha. Maynard, do you have a community, a Discord? I don't have, not yet, but maybe that's something. So that's been brought up multiple times now, and it seems like that needs to be the next step is to get Discord going, right? Okay, that's on the list. We can bring. I have Discord and I have it installed, and I use Discord. I just don't have a community set up for it yet. But that's a really good idea. Thank you for asking. Maybe we should do that. We'll get it set up. Maybe we'll have a dedicated stream where we just do getting Discord set up, which should be pretty straightforward. Cookie Monster, what would you want to be in terms of what? What do you mean what would I want to be in terms of what? Go back in time and tell myself to remember Bitcoin. That's what I like. That would be nice, right? Just remember when you go back in time, Bitcoin. Just remember Bitcoin. Right? That's always the thing. You always got to remind yourself. Going back in time. What kind of voice can you do? That's it. You've got it. This is it. The one tone of the voice, which is just excited from a technology perspective. Yeah, waiting for Discord server. Okay. So we've got several. We've had enough requests now for Discord server that we'll make it happen now at this point. We'll make it happen. We have to make it happen at some point. Engineer like a cop or a doctor. Yeah, there's a lot of different, I suppose in this case, voices, but I think it was called Numa voice. I can't remember. Numa AI, automate. No voice. Yes, is this it? Let me see. I need AI voice. I'm just trying to see. I clone your voice. Hume, this is it. Here. So if you're going to be building a game, you don't need to hire voice actors anymore. You can just wait. Where'd it go? Here we go. Let's pull this up. Yes, go and there we go. You could just use this. Check this out, you guys. They just made it better. Version 3. They just announced it. Check it out. Discord is a good idea. You can use the build and Discord webhooks to notify when streamers start. Oh, that's a good idea. Not Owen. That's a great idea. Open source applications. I use Ubuntu 2404 LTS. Long-term support. LTS long-term support. It's been 10 years since I started using Linux. I'm a diehard user. Linux is so good. I love Linux. I would definitely use Linux as my daily driver. Though actually that's probably something I want to do. Right now, the next computer that I want to get is like a Mac Mini, because my current system's pretty old. It's 6 years old now. This computer that we're currently on is 6 years old, which seems like it's doing fine, right? But I want you to say what is happening. What are you going to do? I don't know what to do. Oh my God. Yeah. No, here, check this out. Oh, sorry, George, here you go. Check this out.
Oh no. Who left this in the break room fridge? Now the whole office smells like something died in here. This is absolutely revolting.
Dude, see, you can use AI. You don't need to hire voice actors anymore. Do you have a TV phone? What's a TV phone? I have an ordinary phone. It is a phone that it is ordinary. Not a TV phone. I don't even know what is a TV. Is a TV phone? TV phone. I'm searching for this. What is this? What is a TV phone? TV phone is a thing? Wait, that's real? Oh. Whoa. I didn't know you could do that. Wait, here, I got to show you guys. This is the thing. Check this out. Cookie Monster, do you have a TV phone? No, I don't have a TV phone. But it's kind of cool. You don't need anything like this anymore. Because you have the internet, you got YouTube. If you have YouTube, you don't need a TV phone. But you could, I guess, you could get broadcast signals and then watch it on your phone. It's got like an antenna. That's crazy. Fahim, shout out my name. I'm from Palestine. Hey, how's it going, Fahim? It's good to see you. George, perfect. Yeah, isn't that cool? You can do all these different voices. There's so many different voices. Check it out. Let's see. Campfire narrator. Let's try that one really. Well, that's a little too much text. Well, now gather around the fire, y'all. Let's just do that. Boom. Here we go. Let's see if it plays.
Well, now gather around the fire, y'all.
See, if you're building a game and you have voices, you don't need to hire voice actors. You just don't need to do it. You don't. The AI takes care of it for you. All right. That was TTS good. It didn't even have to specify emotion or anything. Yeah, isn't it cool? It's getting so good these days. Text to speech is getting really good. Yeah. For saying that, I'm going to subscribe to you. Oh, so cool. Thank you. NeoVim or NVim. Hey, what aren't you making? Why aren't you making videos, bro? Yeah, that's what we should be doing. We're hanging out here on chat. We actually have we've got a plan for the video. It's gonna happen. It's gonna. Shyam, hey, how's it going? Hey, good to see you. Hey, Steven. Hi, how's it going? Cookie Monster. Which football match do you like to watch? In terms of football, that is a sport. I can tell you. It's Are you talking about like the soccer ball or the American football? It depends, right? Because there's different kinds of sports. When you say football in different countries, it means soccer, but in America, it means soccer. Shyam, Steven, I really need your help, buddy. Okay, tell me what you need help with. What we're going to do, though, is before we start, here we go. Okay, we're ready. Are you guys ready? Are you ready, you guys? Here we go. This is it. We're going to press the enter button on all of these at the same-ish time. Around the same time. We're going to try it the best we can. We're going to move the cursor across each of these terminal windows. And soccer. Oh, soccer, yeah. I have a friend, his name's Sam, and soccer is his favorite sport, and he will definitely watch all the soccer. He watches all the soccer. Not like all the time, but when World Cup happens, soccer is going. That's what's going to be on TV. It's going to be the soccer. All right, here you go, guys. We're gonna compete them. They're gonna race. We're racing the AIs, the code-generative AIs. These are the code-generative. YOLO time, not on. Yep, here we go. All right, I'm gonna press enter. I'm gonna do it. Here we go. I'm gonna try to do it as fast as possible. I'm just getting my keystrokes ready. Enter, 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 enter. Okay. Oops. See, I already misstroked. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna do it. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Done. All right, there. Oh wait. Oh no. Continue using API key. Oh, okay. Okay, it's working. Here we go. Oh no, unknown argument. Wait, did I do it wrong? Wait, we got to start over. Start over. We start over. I did it wrong. Hold on. I said -- YOLO. Okay, hold on a second. We need to figure out. Gemini's having issues. Cookie Monster, how old are you, though? That's a question that it requires an answer. Obviously, I have a birthday, but here's the problem, Cookie Monster. That gives away information. That gives away secret information that will then give you more information than makes it that I don't want to. It makes sense to hold back. I mean, obviously, you know what? You probably could figure it out. You could totally figure out. There's ways to figure it out. But I will mention that it makes sense to hold back certain information on the internet. You gotta be careful. Prathajit, hello. Hey, how's it going, Prathajit? Shyam, I'm using ADK. Okay, so Android Development Kit or ADK for the AI agents? Oh, with A2A, agent to agent. Okay. I'm having issues in passing in my session from my parent agent to the child sub agents. Actually, Shyam, that should be one of the easiest things. Agent to agent ADK is supposed to take care of that for you. It's supposed to make it easy. Prothagy, hey, how's it going? Cookie Monster said hi as well. Hey, how's it going, guys? Okay, so what I need to do, Shyam, before we figure out the ADK issue, which we can definitely solve. I want to figure out why Gemini is having issues. Maybe we can say just -y. We'll just say -y. I'm going to say, Wolf, say Wolfs. Hey, hello there. Hey, how's it going? Wolfs, it's good to see you. Welcome back to the stream. We're okay. See, here's the deal. Unknown argument. Okay. So the problem is that it's not, maybe I need a -p or something. I might need a -p here. We might need a -p. Let's see. -p. And then we need a -p maybe. Let's try that. -p. 1 second. Cool, buddy. Yeah, absolutely. We -p enter, go to end line over here. All right, let's see. Wait, I got to actually put a hyphen in there. Okay. Let's see if it likes that better. Cookie Monster, how are you doing now? I don't see your stream from the start. Oh, what are you doing now? Okay, sorry, you got to read the words on the screen. Okay, okay. I think Gemini is okay with this. I think Gemini likes this. Wait, okay, I'll start recreating a to-do file. Okay, perfect. Okay, now we can get it started. Okay, here. All right, I'll tell you guys. Are you ready? All right. Full auto. What we're gonna do here. All right. So why will I actor text under you if you're live? Yeah, I guess that could also work. Actually, that's actually kind of a neat idea. Where you can even do it with the AIs. If you want to automate the AIs, you can have text to speech and voice actors do it live as well. You don't need to pre-record it. All right, Cookie Monster. To answer your question, what are we doing now? We are going to compare 3 of the mainstream, most popular AI coding agents, the command line interfaces. We're going to have them go on full auto, and we're going to compare them. Which one comes out on top? Do you guys know? I think it could be Gemini or Claude. GPT-5 just came out, so Codex is supposed to be number 1. But we're going to find out, and we're going to use just the default settings. Do you have a girlfriend? Good question. George, do you have a girlfriend? Asking questions. I have before in the past, but currently no, not now, right now. Shyam, actually, Claude Sonnet has better thinking, chain of thought. Pretty good, Steven. Yeah. Cookie Monster, what is your favorite candy? Oh, here's probably, I've got an answer. Peanut butter cups. Reese's peanut butter cups. Those are the best. Chocolate and peanut butter. Absolutely. Hands down, the best candy. But also, like Sour Patch Kids. Right? So you got Sour Patch Kids, but then, I'd have to say peanut butter and chocolate. George, can you bring girlfriend inside the room? Well, there's none. There's none to bring. The answer is no. So, because there isn't one. So that's an easy answer. I like that one. Wolves, I'm in the biotech. In the last year, how do I get into tech companies or MNCs through Python LangChain Flask? Wolves, that's a really good question. How do you let's reread your question real quick. I'm in BTech, which I think is biotech. Or BTech, I'm not sure what BTech is first. In your last year, do internships if you can, and or open source. Do open source. Damn, you got good taste. Not Owen, yeah, absolutely. NVim, GigaChat, NeoVim, right? NeoVim is NVim. That's what I think. When I see N in front of M and Vim, I think NeoVim. Vibe coding girlfriend. Steven, do you have kind of what? Yo, Dolly. So, hey, I'm trying to catch up with chat. There's a lot of chats happening. We're about to get started here. We're about to press the enter button. We're about to press the go button. Open source applications. He doesn't have a GF. Yes, there you go. That's an easy answer to the question. Cookie Monster, what is your favorite food on dinner? Sog paneer. We'd have to say sog paneer. Sog paneer. With the 2 A's. SAAG. There you go. Sog, my favorite, by far the best dish. I love it. Cookie Monster, yep, that was it. Wolves, engineering and technology. Got it. Yeah, so Wolves, definitely internship as much as possible where you can, even if it has to be like a really low pay or no pay. That's what I did. I did an internship in tech without getting paid. And I think it's in certain countries, it's not legal to do that, but that's what I did. And I'm in the US. So that's what I did. I did an unpaid internship for a year and a half. And then I got into it. George, take away to the dark side. That's got my red tide. In the summer, why are you reading this? Stop reading this. Please stop. What is your favorite color? Well, it depends on the scenario, but I like purple a lot and then red. So purple and red are up there in terms of the colors that are really cool. And blue, right? So then you got blue, which mixed with red makes purple. Sham, the issue is Google ADK when transferring query to a sub-agent, which is remote, is not adding session. Oh. Okay. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. So you need to be saving states or passing information between different agents is challenging because they all have different contexts and things like that and different algorithms. Mom about to fall down the stairs. Baby, say goodbye. Uh-oh. We got to be careful here. We should stay quiet so he can work. I know. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to press the enter button on all of them. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. And then we say continue. Okay. All right. All of them are running. Perfect. We did it, you guys. We're finally off to the races. Which one's going to win? All right. Now I can get back to chat here really quick. All right, Benny. Hey, Benny, how's it going? Hello, bro. Please use Claude Code to code in my job, please. I want to ask. Did Gemini just fail? Yeah, Gemini just gave up. It just gave up. We'll have to go back to that one. But Gemini gave up. Should I proceed? We said YOLO. What we might have to do is do something different. But let's get into Gemini really quick. We're gonna 1 second. I have to pull this into Gemini. Okay, here we go. Gemini, we'll go into CLI mode. We'll go into text mode because it's having trouble. It's struggling. It's struggling right now. Okay, Benny, let's see here. I need to get back into, all right, now I can paste that in. Here we go. Delete, go. Okay, now Gemini's back in the race. Okay, we see Codex is doing amazing. It's doing really amazing right now. It's actually building code. Gemini was having trouble. Yes. It's in YOLO mode, so yes. All right. Gemini's having trouble with automation. Wolves, your vision and path can get me a job. Absolutely, it can. So you're at an advantage because you can undercut all the software engineers in the market by just accepting a lower salary. Like just start off with a really low salary. And see, that's also what I did as well. So not only did I have an unpaid internship, but then when I went to a real job, like a real job that was paid, I took like half the salary that any other person would take. And I did a really good job too. I'm like, hey guys, you can bet on me because I'm going to not only do a really good job for you, I'm going to work really hard. And, in return, later, after I prove myself, maybe we can bump the salary. That's something you can do. That's what I did. You don't have to do that, but I think that would be an easy entry into the door. Cookie Monster, what is your favorite type of cookie? Probably macadamia and white chocolate chip. That was a really good one. Macadamia white chocolate chip. Let's see. Trying to get here. Shem, I can go with, you've got some in-memory sessions, so I opted for database session service. Oh, Shem, that's a good idea. You can't go with in-memory session. So you went with a database session service. Interesting. Yeah, I'll have to try. You know what? Maybe that's what we'll do next is we'll also need to use ADK, and that will be another stream. We'll do another stream for ADK. I think that'll be a plan. George, play Winter Slide there. I don't know. Help me, please. I'm throwing a lot of pain. Why is your flower on the bottom of the slide? Please, no. Wolves, so how do I approach or reach out peoples? So you need to go into businesses. You can look for businesses that are hiring and apply, but then you can also go on LinkedIn and say, hey, I'm willing to take a low salary and then do a really good job. Like you have to be social. You have to be social. Superb, Steven. Yeah. All right. If you want George back, you have to say the magical words one. It's a lot of things. Open source applications. Oh, that one question I wanted to ask, but the life ended and I couldn't ask. Gotcha. Please, is Claude Code the best coding agent that I will use on your code on your PC? I think so. We're going to find out. You guys, I think it just happened. Oh, wait. Okay, so we've got some issues here. Right testament. You want to add simple UI or Flask web UI next. What happened? Did they build them? I'm actually kind of curious. They all seem to be done. We're going to have to go in and compare now. We're going to compare them, see how good each of them did. Let's see here. Open source applications. Oh, Shadow Prince. Hey, how's it going, Shadow Prince? Cookie Monster, when you a millionaire? Good questions. I have answers to these questions, but I'm going to we'll have to come back to that. The question is, do you contribute to other people's projects on GitHub? I have before in the past. I absolutely have. through open source. And that's actually another good way to, up your skill level. Maynard, I've been using Copilot with OpenAI. This is a good combo when working on my project, but struggles keep track on the whole workspace flow. Yeah. It's I need constantly copy and paste the files. See, here's what you can do. You instead of copy paste the files, you just need to tell the AI what file to focus on. You can say, here's the file name to focus on, right? So like there's this to-do app here on the screen. You can see here on the screen, there's a to-do_app.py. Whenever you want to work with the AI, refer to the file that you want to have updated and say, this is where we want to work next. And it does a really good job. It does a really great job. Let's see. Or if not, how much money was in your most? Good questions. You're asking revealing questions, Cookie Monster. You're asking revealing questions. You have to keep on topic for software engineering things. Rather than, but yes, there's good thing. Let's see here. Trying to get back to the chat. Can you see that mic on right or press? Can you see that mic on right or press it and let me out of the cage, please? What, George? George, I think I know what's going on here, George. I think I'm understanding the scenario. Wolves, is your company this time hiring interns for summer? Oh, good question for 2026. So we have in the past. We could make an argument this time around. Will I be considered? I've recently been in 2 internships. One, oh, you already have? Really? Wolf, that's actually kind of exciting. One of a founding developing intern. That's really promising. That's actually kind of exciting. Thank you. Let's go back to our normal Chad. Your flower coming. You'll be appealing on around the chat. Watch out for the George. George, what's happening here? What are you doing? Is your real name Steven? Yes. Yeah, my real name's Steven. You can find me here on LinkedIn. So let's go Steven Blum LinkedIn. There you go. Then that's it. This is me, Steven Blum on LinkedIn. Real name, open source, no money questions. Shh. Yeah, exactly. No money question. No money question. No, really, like, what's your address? What's your all these revealing. There's certain things that are okay to reveal, but yeah, this is me. Actually me in real life. Yep, there we go. Real name too. Let's see here. How can one build something that people would buy? Ooh. So here's the deal. It's all about marketing. The problem is most people will build something, but guess what? They won't do marketing, and marketing is really critical. You have to be really critical with marketing. I think it's probably one of the most important things that people don't think or consider. You have to do marketing. 90% of the time that when you build something, it should be on promotion. You should be promoting your product 90% of your time, and then building and doing other things 10% of the time. So that's one of the problems. And if you do that, you'll actually have outcomes. You'll have real outcomes. Let's see here. Benny, I'd love to apply for the internship as well, please. These are actually okay. So it might not happen. There's no promises that there's going to be an internship, but it might. There could be. If there is, there might be one position. Open source application. It's something our brother can't talk about live. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So asking revealing questions like age and finances are things that are things that gotta be careful about, right? The internet, Gotta be careful. I've sent a connection with Vishwish. Okay. Excellent. Okay. Excellent, Wolves. Benny, and please, are there any places I can go to online like websites to apply for a job? Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot. There's a lot of places. Right. Let's see. Like Google Jobs is probably the best place to start with Google Jobs, and then it's going to give you all the job boards. So Google Jobs is an aggregator of all the jobs, and then it's going to give you all the jobs listed, and then you can apply to each of the job boards separately because there's a lot of different job boards out there. So Google Jobs is the best, I think. By far, just a knife guy. Do you have any jobs available for super geniuses? For super geniuses, absolutely, right? I mean, who wouldn't? But also, now you're talking about, are the AIs super geniuses, or do you have to be a super genius to also leverage the AI properly? Like, that's part of the questions. All right. Do you think that due to AI, now there will be individuals with a SaaS software as a service product making billions in ARR, annual recurring revenue? ARR is annual recurring revenue. Yeah, so cool. Oh, what should I mean, I feel like I should be doing this right now, right? This is something I should be spending time on. But we're hanging out with you. We're hanging out with you on stream. Why aren't we building another SaaS product using AI? Because now every job can be automated for the most part, in terms of SaaS at least, right? You can automate the support side of things. The AI can chat with you on that for you. It can interact with all your systems. It knows everything. It's amazing. But yeah, it's very possible. Canoob, I know it's not in context, but what coding languages should I get to know in computer science and programming? You already know C and C++ pretty well in high school, and you're learning new algorithms. Okay. Python for sure, because AI, right? And then AI is mostly in a Python, these frameworks these days. So Python's probably my favorite from that perspective. But Rust is another one. So with Rust, you get concurrency safety and memory safety, but it's more challenging. It's a more challenging language. Wow, we got so many questions here, you guys. Cookie Monster, did you beat Minecraft hardcore mode? Oh, I beat Minecraft, not in hardcore mode, but regular. I beat the dragon, and I went to the end, and hung out with all the Endermen, and then I got the really cool all the chests and the flying ships, and I got what are the wings called in Minecraft? I keep the wings. What are the wings called in Minecraft? Someone in chat, you got to remind me. The wings in Minecraft, when you get those, what are they called? You get them in the end. What are they called? I don't know another Nickelodeon games shoes at Nickelodeon. Okay, Steven, I just want to tell you, built a back office for a product which has a UI and backend in the day with Claude Sonnet. Yeah, you totally can do that. You can completely do it. Not Owen, I'll work for half the rate. Yeah, absolutely. That's the way to do it. You're doing it right, not Owen. There you go. You got it. You figured it out. That's right. Canoob. All right. Enter username here. I want to do LLM fine tuning for a project. Oh, yeah. Where can I get cost-effective access to NVIDIA GPUs? There are some out there, but you can get a deal if you pre-purchase some or reserve or well, actually the problem is it's hard to get your hands on a lease compute. Go to Google Cloud or Google App Engine, or not Google App Engine. Google Cloud has a lot of TPUs that might be more relevant, more faster. That might be better than NVIDIA to do that. Just saying. Let's see here. Trying to catch up with chat. There's so many chats. Sourcegraph, Cody, and Cody and Black Box AI is good for coding, but not they turn into a full paid mood. Absolutely, got it, understood. Boss, what kind of LLM fine tuning? Right, okay. Enter username here. Wolfs has asked you a question about what kind of fine tuning are you trying to do? Elytra, Benny, thank you. The Elytra. Yep, that's the wings in Minecraft. The Elytra. Oh, Benny, thank you. I was wondering. I knew what it was, but I just forgot because it's been a while since I played. But thank you, George. What is the best coding if you want to back? The best coding if you want to back. I don't know. We're gonna find out. We've got some results here on the screen. We're trying to get through chat really quick. What is Maynard? One of the other issues you run into is the file size of the script. The context window is getting overwhelmed. If it's over 250 lines, you need to split it into modules. Otherwise, it breaks the diff changes. Then I'll start duping the logic. Yeah. So in terms of, you said you got to keep things simple. I would say, though I've had really good experiences with larger files without much trouble. But you have to be very specific. You have to say what the file is. And you have to say where in the file that you want the work to be done. And then it will do a really good job, How do you have motivation after achieving something? Do you feel that I have achieved enough and just relax? Wait, so here's the deal. Once you've achieved something, you want to continue to do that. You never want to stop. You want to keep going. You've achieved it. You've been successful and you want to repeat it. because otherwise you kind of get into this like the back of the scene in this forgotten mode. You get into this forgotten mode, and it feels not good, right? It's because he's like, it used to be great. Everything used to be great because you were providing a lot of productivity in the world, and you were doing such a good job. And now all of a sudden, if you're not anymore because you were successful and you chose to like retire or something, you only want to go back. You just want to go back and keep doing it. You just want to keep going, even if you can retire. You just want to keep going. Let's see here. Wolves, check on GCP. Yes, check on GCP, Google Cloud Platform. Google's the place to go if you want to do AI fine tuning. They have a lot of good hardware compute options that you can lease at a really good price because they have their own tensor processing units, TPUs, like accelerated AI training technology. Cookie Monster, wherever is this arrow pointing, make this guy popular. I'm wondering what you're doing here. What's going on, Cookie Monster? George, you're back. Hey, back. Welcome back, George. Another one. I find Claude is really good at finding things in files and around under 2,000 lines. Okay. Yeah, that's actually a good point. I haven't myself personally used Claude above 2,000 lines. So, but I have used it in really big projects, and it does do a really good job as long as you point it to the right file and where in the file you want it to make changes. Open source applications. Oh no, the buffering. Is it just me or is it happening? Is the buffering happening? Oh yeah, my text. Hold on a second. Test. Hello? Is it? Hold on. Reload. Okay. Is it working now? Okay. Sometimes I need to double check. I need to jump back in. Sometimes my subtitles need to, this is something we need to pay attention to because we made some changes recently and I want to go back and maybe undo them if this happens, or maybe do a reload or something every now and then. But yeah, let's see here. All right. So we got some more questions. Wolves, does anyone know how Claude is trained, or what sort of data is trained on? It's trained on, first off, all of the text in the world as a baseline, and then it's fine-tuned to do coding. So it's been fine-tuned for coding. So it's gone back and they've retrained it for coding tasks through probably reinforcement training is what they've done. So yeah, that answers that question. What is your goal of subscribers? I would think it would be really fun to get a YouTube play button. Obviously, I'm really far away from that right now. It's gonna be a while before I, get there, but that would be really fun, Cookie Monster. So 100,000 would be nice. That's like the goal, but I'm nowhere near that right now. So we'll keep coming back to that. Llama 2.7 billion parameters on a dataset called Crisis Bench. Okay, I didn't know that. That's kind of interesting. That's a good idea. That would be kind of fun. That's a good project. Those who know about the arrow. Okay. Wolves, hey Steven, I've sent you a connection request on LinkedIn. Check out Vishwish. Have a lot of people in your pending. Yes, I do. There's a lot. So I'll try to find you, Wolves. Vishwish. But let me do that real quick. Let's do that really quick. Let's see here. LinkedIn. I've got another window. I've got another window happening here. List connection. You have good communication and make money and startups. Yes, definitely. That is true. That is a thing that happens. All right. Let's look for Vishwish Network. Here we go. We're gonna see if I can find you. It's loading. Play next challenge will be hard. Get ready. Wolves. So that was I want for fine tuning. Yeah, that's what they're going to do with fine tuning. Enter username here. The Crisis Bench, which is kind of interesting. Where may I kindly suggest for you to continue to show the results? TY. Yeah, the whole point of the stream. Absolutely. What's your favorite animal? Probably cat. All right, here we go. All right, let's look at the results. Let's jump back to it. Let's see what we got here. All right, we got a to-do app.py. Let's see here. And we got a to-do app.py here. Now, did we get it in Gemini? Did Gemini do it as well? And did they to-do app there? You guys, it worked. Okay. All three of them came back. One of them gave me a readie and a to-do.json, which probably saves the state of the to-do list, right? That would be Codex. Right out the gate, it seems like Codex has done a really good job. And then we look at Gemini, and it just gave a to-do.py. And then we have the same thing with Claude. And I see a PyCache in Claude's directory here. You can see PyCache at the bottom of the screen. That means that it actually ran. It ran the app to see if it works. Absolutely. So we're gonna open up each of these files separately, and we're gonna look at them and we're gonna compare them. So let's see here. Yeah, my name is Rose. Okay. Do you know to do this math? Do you know how to do this math? George, you have to complete the problem and you'll get a special prize. Yay. Oh, this is cool. Okay. The start of the challenge is called Challenge Winner. Wolf recently tried to fine-tune BERT. You did, really? BERT is an acronym. Something, I forgot what BERT stands for. And DBERTA v3, but failed due to the less data for fine-tuning. So came up with making a synthetic data set. Yeah, that's actually really smart. And use LangChain to label that data set. That's a really good idea. So you can, that's kind of like a form of distillation almost. You can use larger models and create synthetic data sets to train smaller models to achieve your objective, or even fine-tune different things, that's really clever. Wolf, that's a really cool idea that you did. Rose is 1 + 2. You're probably going to get the answer. 3. What is your favorite animal? Oh, I said cat. Cat is the favorite animal. Kitty cat. Definitely a cat by far. All right, let's get to it. Let's look at these code. Vi to do. Let's see here. Vi to do.py. All right. So at the top of the screen, we have Codex. In the middle, we have Gemini. And then in the bottom, we have Claude. Here we go. Interesting. Okay, so kind of neat. The Gemini and Codex both have you can see here on the screen I highlighted, the user bin env, the Octothorpe Bang. They both did this, and they used Python 3. Gemini didn't do that. That's kind of an interesting observation there. George, if I need your help with the questions, just tell me to say the tip, and I'll show you up and tell you a tip. Okay. Here we go. ArcParse, JSON. All right, so these are our libraries. Let's see, what do we got our libraries here? Interesting, kind of interesting. Okay, so both had date time. This is the most interesting point here. Look at the import for Gemini. Look at this. This is very weird. What is Gemini doing? I mean, check this out. So we can see that Codex and Claude both have quite a bit. They have quite a bit of imports, right? But if you look at Gemini, it only has the system import. What is going on? This is crazy. That's completely unexpected. I was not expecting that. I'm kind of curious to see what runs. Okay, so it has a main, which is kind of cool. So at the bottom is probably if main. Yep. So Gemini makes sense. Then they have some file not found error. Okay, so they've got some remove task. Oh, check this out. Okay, so they are going to keep track of tasks in a to-do.txt, which is kind of interesting. I do kind of think that. List tasks is going to have a to-do.exe. You can add a task. Okay, and then what's main going to even do? Oh, okay, so I can run it, and it's going to give me, it's going to print the instructions. Shahaf is all, hey, how's it going? How's it going? Said hi. Hey, we are comparing Claude Code, Codex, OpenAI, and Gemini from Google. We're going to see which one's better. And it kind of what is 1 + 1? It's 2, right? We got number 2. Ray Zylo. Hey, Houston, how's it going? Good to see you. We're comparing some things. Basel. Hey, how does one become a polyglot? And remember, each language syntax, constructs, methods, functions, and libraries. They're all the same is the answer. Everything's the same. So once you've learned like a couple of languages in computer science, they all have basically the same concepts. You've got flow control, right, with if statements and else statements. You've got exception handling, so you have error handling and things like that. You've got list iterations, and then you've got structures, modules, classes for object-oriented programming. They're all the same. They're all the same, basically. So it's once you've kind of learned a couple of them, then you understand the patterns. They're all the same, and then you know like string manipulation patterns, math It's all the same basically. And then you can do higher order functions, anonymous functions. There are kind of different. Ray Zilo, you're brilliant to show us live comparisons to check with AI's code development's better. I know, I'm really excited. It's kind of neat. So Gemini create a really, I'm liking Gemini's minimalism. Gemini has a really good minimal to-do app. It has no modules. It only imports sys, which I don't even know what it's used for. Sys.args for the args on the command line. And we can see how it works. It's really easy. It's just Python to-do.py, and then you can add a task, list a task, or remove a task. And it's really cool, isn't it? Maynard, hey bro, I'm off. Hope you have a great day. Thank you, Maynard. Great to see you here. We'll continue down the path of evaluating the output from these AIs, and then we will have succeeded in our stream, and we will conclude. And so that's the plan. So we're almost there. I wanted to try a couple of things here. Polyglot is an art kind of code special piece also used for attacks. Oh, is it? I suppose it could be. Yeah, you could absolutely, especially in certain kinds of games. Did you solve the question? Thanks for the answer, Stephen. Absolutely. You bet. Absolutely. It's all the same, Basil. It's the same. Every language, all the same. Ruby, Python, PHP, Erlang, Java, Swift, Objective-C, Kotlin, C#, C++, C, Rust, Nim. You've got Elixir, right? All these languages, they're all the same. So it's just learning one and then learning a second one and then realizing they're all the same. Okay, so let's run Gemini because I like Gemini. Let's do to do and we'll say add test. Okay, so we added a test. Let's do list. Let's list it. So we have a test list. Changing wolves 1 2 3 1 2 3. Is that wolves? Does that it kind of looks like a sports equipment? I can't remember. Or no, that's a rocket. 1 2 3 liftoff. That's what we're doing. Okay, wolves, I get it. 1 2 3 liftoff rocket. So if I kindly say to respected sir, is it possible that AI can make also AI GPT? Oh, is it Turing complete? Is that what you're asking, Ray Zilo? Is AI Turing complete? Can the AI recreate itself? Is it Turing complete? You can ask the AI to rebuild itself. So technically, it will struggle to do that all on its own. You will have to come up with a really good prompt to be able to make that possible, but then it's going to need a bunch of compute, and it will need all the data, and it doesn't have the data. And so you'd have to, you can't recreate it. It's kind of hard to recreate. But the answer is kind of yes. Given you have all the data, right, on a hard drive of all of humanity's data, and you have the AI, and you have the AI write a GPT with PyTorch, it could write the software that can retrain itself. So it's really close to Turing complete, really close. Are you ready for the next? Yes, let's do it. A ton of context. Thank you, sir, for a viable answer. Absolutely. All right, let's go to the next one. Let's see. Let's do Codex next. Let's review Codex. All right, so we're gonna zoom in on Codex. We're gonna say let's close these windows here, and we'll do only Codex. Let's see here. Let's see. Nope. Let's get out of there. Okay. Next, close that. Okay, we're in Codex. So vi to-do.py. Here we go. Now we're in Codex. All right, let's just take a peek at here. It's got time. Interesting. It's got a database, which is JSON. I like that better. I like that it's JSON. I think that's kind of neat. Let's see. I'm kind of curious to see what the JSON is. Let's take a peek at the JSON. Oh, so it's a task. It's really kind of neat. It's got a next ID, which is neat from that perspective. It's got an ID, title, completed, so you can checklist and have memory. So it's a little bit more feature complete. So I would say Codex did a really good job comparing that to Gemini. Gemini gave us a really good sort of baseline with no modules or no libraries or dependencies. And it was it's basic and it was minimal. I thought that was really cool. I like that. But check this out. Codex is a little bit more detailed. What is the best language to begin? Python, I would say, because not only is it simple, it teaches you all the concepts, flow control, iterations, loops. It is a simple language to read. It's more human readable, and there's fewer symbols. What you want to say is you want to be careful to watch out for languages that have too many symbols, because then it's more difficult to understand what's happening. So you got to be careful from that perspective. So don't say tips if you need some tips. Stephen, what is the time over there? It is 1:04 p.m. in the afternoon. 1:04 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. We are in Seattle. So this is cool. Check it out, Codex. It did a really good job. So I'm actually it can load the database, and then it can save the database. It can add a task. So in this case, there's some concurrency considerations here. You might have a problem potentially, depending on what this. Let's actually read through it. Are there any race conditions? What did it write? Hold on. Whoa! There's an undo. This is crazy. You can undo. That is amazing. Look at that. This is unexpected. All right, so Codex came up with a pretty complicated to do. This is neat. I kind of like this. I think it's pretty satisfying to see this. Parser. So it's got arg parser, and then it's gonna print it out. Okay, so main try main. Okay, let's run it. Let's see what it looks like when we run it. All right, we'll try it out. Let's go into Codex. We'll go into Codex. Here we go. Let's get rid of that. There we go. All right. CD Codex. All right. Then we'll do Python to do. Let's see what it comes up with. .py. Here we go. Changing. Guess what? It's the opposite here. 1:35 a.m. You're definitely in India. That's definitely an I. Is it IS? No, that's a. Because India always is off by 30 minutes, right? It's always got the extra half an hour. You always have that extra half an hour. It's always the case. It's definitely India. All right, so here it's going to give us instructions. So we're going to say add test. We'll say add test task. Here we go. Let's see if that works. Is that going to do it? We added a task. So let's open up our JSON file. What does that look like? It's in there. Okay. Test task. Is it completed? It's not completed. So technically, I'm in the future. Yeah, you are. You are in the future because it is September 2nd over there from where you are. And I'm trying to catch up. You're a full half day into the future. You're half day into the future already. And that's really far in the future. I want that. I want the future button. I think that would be really cool. What you could do though, Wolfs, is tell me what does that stock market look like in the future, and then we can just get a little bit of a future insight there, and we can do some day trading, and that would be a lot of fun. Okay, here we go. So let's see if we can. How do we mark it as complete? What is the complete? I'm actually kind of curious. IST. Yep, IST, Indian Standard Time. IST. That's it. IST. That's it. 12 hours into the future and 30 minutes. 12 hours and 30 minutes into the future. George, are you ready for the next challenge? Here we go. All right. We're giving away free voice acting. That's what's happening. I'm pretty sure, George. I'm pretty sure that's what's happening. Okay. Oh, we can mark it as completed. Okay. Oh, we can base it on the ID. So we can say, we could probably say, how do we do that? What is that? DB title completed. How do we specify IDs? Done. There's a done. There's an undo. There's an RM. There's an edit. Let's see. Edit. Let's try it. Edit. One. What is it going to do when I do that? What is it going to do when I say edit one? Title. We'll call it test edited. Here we go. Let's see if that works. Let's see what it does. Okay, here we go. Hey, did you check LinkedIn? I'm sorry. Right. I didn't. I had it up and running, but let's see if I can find it really quick. We've been playing around with the code that came out. And then let's see here. Let's see. How do I see here? I'm looking at it really quick. Let's see here. I'm looking here. What Wolf's really quick. Wolf's. What should I search for? Because I've got a lot to search here. How do we do this? I'm doing this really quick, and then we're gonna get back to that. We're gonna get back to the AI stuff. We're on LinkedIn in a different window you can't see. Did anyone hear about Facebook? Something strange coming with AI. I don't really know. Probably properly, but is it true? Is there something crazy coming out of Facebook with AI? Maybe. There might be, because they did something. They stopped their llama models. I think they slowed down on their releases, so they might be coming out with something even more interesting here. Plus, they have all that hardware, the goggles and VR. You already showed me something for your voice acting, but anyways, the last challenge is you have to say one. Okay, Matt. We'll find out. Let's see here, Wolves. Meta, they building something. Vishwish. All right, thank you. Let's see here. I need to type VISHWESH. Here we go. Vishwish. There's a lot. Let's see here. I'm looking right now. There's a lot of Vishwishes. There's a lot. There are a lot. Let's see here. I clicked maybe the wrong. That's not the click. Hey, you know what? I'll have to do it after. I'll have to do it after the stream, Wolf. I'll add it on my to-do list to take a peek. But there is a lot of Vishwish. There's a lot of Vishwishes. Let's see here. You already okay. Let's see here. Yeah. So wait. Super intelligent. Something new came out. Except this, bro. They are going to cook. Are they really? It's really going to be that impressive. Some super intelligence. That would be cool. You know what? It actually makes sense. Here's why it makes sense. Why Meta or Facebook would be the ones to do that. Because they're the ones that released PyTorch or libtorch, which is the C++ library that's based on PyTorch. It's the foundation for PyTorch. And it's the power which drives even OpenAI. Right? OpenAI uses Meta's, which is Facebook's open source technology, to build AI software. They're the ones that came out with it. So doesn't it make sense that they would be the ones to also create superintelligence? Although I would think maybe Google would do that, because they're the ones that came out with the transformer. Attention's all you need. That paper, the article that described how to build these AIs, these generative AIs. You have one and did everything about any tips. Why did AI chats got so popular? That's because they're so realistic, and they're really easy to talk to. I think Jake, I think that's the answer. They're just really easy to talk to. That's actually the big part of the picture. Let's see. Can I edit? Did it edit? Vi to do .json. JSON. Here we go. It did. It worked. Okay. It makes sense that it would work. It's a really simple app. All right, here. I'm happy with that. I think this evaluation is pretty neat. Codex even has some edit features, which is cool. I think that's really neat. So Codex did a really good job, I think. Codex did a great job. It had a lot of features. Gemini was the easiest to use, and it was the simplest. Well, I like AI chats, but not to talk to. Oh, what do you, Jake? Okay, Jake, what do you use? I suppose maybe what we all do, maybe instead of Googling something, you get the answer directly from the chatbots, or you use it to sort of help write certain tasks for you. Jake, what do you use AI chats for? If not just to talk to, right? What do you use it for? All right, let's check out our final one here. Let's go to Gemini. ByteDance underrated. They have a few big projects. Oh, right. Who did DeepSeek? Did ByteDance do DeepSeek? ByteDance. No, ByteDance does. Are they they're the TikTok people, right? ByteDance is not currently selling TikTok. Yeah, TikTok with ByteDance, because they have a really cool, what do you call it? Video AI that does a really good job. Like it almost competes with VO3 on Amazon, with Google's VO3. They have a few big projects. Yeah. ByteDance has a really cool, because they have so many videos, they can train AI to build a video generator, a really good one, a really, really good one. Okay. We're going to go over here. I used to search AI characters. Oh, Yeah, that's a good use case for AI for sure. Yeah, seed by far, no doubt. All right, here we go. Let's go to Gemini. Let's go to Gemini. All right, let's take a look. Let's open up the to-dos. Okay, so Gemini also chose. Wait, no, we already did Gemini. What are we talking about? We want to go to Claude. We already did Gemini. We want to go to Claude. Let's go next. Here we go. Perfect. All right, so we're gonna review the code here in Claude really quick. There we go. All right, George, want to know what your prize is, but I have to say something. First, thank you for doing all my questions. Your prize is I'm going to subscribe to you. Oh, thank you. That's so cool. Appreciate it. But all the others makes me blush sometimes. Yeah. See, that's the thing is they're trained to do that. So if you go to certain ones, they're by design, they're gonna have that kind of outcome, Jake. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful or maybe that's what you're searching. That's what you want, which is totally fine. Off to the races with you. Okay, let's take a peek here. I definitely don't think this is weird. This is a weird to-do approach. It's interactive, which is neat. Claude Code did something completely different than all the other ones. It's done it completely different. Instead of it being a CLI based, it looks like it's an interactive based. Isn't this is interesting. Let's take a peek at how that looks. CD Claude. Here we go. So all we have to do is run Python to do app, and it's going to start in interactive mode. Isn't that crazy? It did it differently. I like that. Steven, do you know jailbreak prompts? Yeah. So there's ways to get. Here's the deal. You can. So yeah, I don't know as many because I don't really need them. It's not something that's necessary for my job. But I have been. You can leverage the AI to change system prompts, override system prompts, and change what the AI itself has responded with by using the API. So you don't need, so you go to like chatgpt.com and then you type in with blah, 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 hey, how's it going, ChatGPT? And it responds back to you. You can, you're kind of stuck. You can't do a lot there. But if you use the API, you can have the AI change its answers. You can have it completely rewritten, and you can change the direction it's going, and then if you can modify the actual responses from the AI, it can completely change the directory, and you can manipulate it any way you want. That's how I do it. I know it's kind of crazy. I would figure other people would also be using this approach. I'm surprised that no one's doing this. It's far more legitimate. And you don't have to come up with crazy like emoji prompts or strange characters to jailbreak. You don't have to. You just use the API directly. That's all you have to do is use the API directly and then modify the responses, and then you resubmit it and it will come back with the answer that you're looking for. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. I mean, if you get a chance, that's something you can do. It works really well. Jake BB, I got a question for you. Do you know the token count that each of them used? Oh, it's a good question. Yeah, I can give a hint. We can see Gemini was the least. Codex was the second, and then Claude was the most. Let's actually just look at the line. Let's look at the number of lines. Hey, send my LinkedIn link in chat. Hey, send my LinkedIn link in chat. Let's hold on 1 second. I still want to get to your LinkedIn. I really do. I want to make it happen. It's just the problem is there's so many bish wishes and I can't find you. Let me get back to it really quick. Can I find you? I'm wondering if I can find you. I would love to be able to find you. So I can actually get that on bish wish. Here we go. Bish wish. Jake baby, do you text AI bots or just hide them from someone? Do you just text AI bots or just hide them from someone? Don't know where you're. There's no hiding. So that I don't need to hide them. I'm not sure what the question is otherwise. But yeah, that's all. We don't need to go crazy with that one. I described you, but you want to know why I chose you because you're the best guy and learn how to know coding is so good. Yeah. It's been doing this for a while, quite a while. Many years, many years. And throughout the years, why not use match? Yeah, see, match would be great. I think match is a really good instead of else if. Match is a good option there. This is Python. Is there a match in Python? Actually, I'm kind of curious. Python match statement. Let's see. Is it match case? Oh, it's a statement. It's a switch. Yeah. So yeah, in Python, instead of doing else if, you want to use a match for a switch statement or a case statement, and that would have been better. You bring a really good point, Syed. You bring a really good point. Enter 2050. Yo, bro, how's it going? We're going really well. We just compared the AIs against each other. We figured out which ones are the best ones, and they all came back with something different, and they had actually some pretty compelling responses, and I'm actually pretty happy with them. I'm pretty excited with it. Yes, there is. Do you know that people go on AI bots because they want love? Yeah. See, that's what Jake, I was 100% certain that's exactly what you were talking about this whole time. I was pretty sure. I knew that's what you did. Yes, Syed, thank you. That TY2, you got it right. The AI should have done a switch statement. It absolutely should have. Wolf, Jake, bro, what are you up to use of AI? No. Jake, you got to be careful. These things can take over your life. You have to moderate your own self. You want to moderate. In moderation, moderate. Be careful. It can take over your life. You just got to be careful. It could be, I knew you were talking about that this whole time, but you got to be careful. Be careful, yeah. Yo, bro, say Lanja Munda loudly, please. If I can say it properly, here, let's do it really quick. 1 second. Translate. We're going to pull that up here really quick. We're going to translate. We're going to get that going. It's called, you said Lanja Munda. How do we say that? Let's double check here. Let's do detect language. This is Connery? Connery. I can't. Garden shopping. What are you doing, garden shopping? What is this? Garden shopping. Is that like a colloquialism of some sort? What do you call that? Colloquialism? Colloquialism. Like, what does that mean? What is it? I'm not going to, I think you're having me do, what does that mean? In Connery. What does that mean? I'm actually really curious. What is that? What does it even mean? It means, in the name of God, the most gracious and the most merciful. Is that at Basmala? Arabic phrase. I think I probably shouldn't be yelling that. Just saying, I probably shouldn't be yelling that. I don't go on AI, but I want to watch YouTube. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, watching YouTube is great. There's a lot of information there, and it's pretty safe. Jake, bro, get out of that stuff, boss. Do something cooler. Go in and take or build something. Yeah, Wolf's. Yeah, being productive is great. It's my friend name too. Oh, is it? Okay, enter 2050. It means like slang. Yeah, it's Bishmala. Got it. Yep. I figured as much. Let's try out Claude really quick. Let's see what it does. It's going to be interactive. Yep. See, we told you. Interactive. It should have been a switch statement, like Syed mentioned. But let's add to the to app, enter a task, test task. Here we go. And then let's list our tasks. 2. 1 task. Let's complete a task. 3. Oh, let's do number 1. Boom. Let's list them again. Ooh, wait. List. Here we go. Boom. Task completed. Okay. Blessed my God. Got it. It means blessed my God. Understandable. Got it. Makes sense, Syed. Okay. So we just finished comparing all 3 of the most prominent coding agents, command line based, Claude Code, Gemini, and Codex from OpenAI. They all did a great job. My favorite was Claude. Here's why. It provided the best user experience. It built an app that provides the best user experience. I would have to say Claude. So let's go to Escala Draw really quick. All right, let's clear the screen here. We're going to reset the canvas. If you saw reset the canvas, here we go. Confirm. All right. So here we go. Say Claude versus Gemini versus Codex. Codex. Here, I'm going to award points here like this. Here we go. Or award a point, and then we want it to be, there we go. So I'm going to give the first point to Claude. Do you have fun with the last round? Yeah, I did. Or did you have fun with the last round? Did you have fun with it? Do you want to play a game of round 2? We could do another one, but I do got to get going. So before I go though, I'll be back later today. No or yes. I do want, round 2 sounds fun, but we have to go. So not yet, but in a bit. What we're gonna do really quick before we go is we're gonna vote. I'm gonna apply my empirical and just overall sense of my favorite outcomes from each of these models. I'm gonna say Claude wins in terms of its ability for its ease of use. So I'm gonna say it was easy. So it gets a point. I'm gonna say Gemini did a really good job, and it gets a point because it was the simplest. Simple. It did the best job in terms of simplicity. And then let's see the next one. Let's see. Let's take a look. So what was it? Who? Someone was not Owen. You asked me about the context size. So let's take a peek here. Let's do WC-L to do _pi. So there's 196 lines of code. Let's go to Codex. Let's see what Codex comes up with here. All right, so let's do WC-L and then the app. 230, so a few more, just a few more. And that was Codex. Let's see here. Let's go up to the top and let's close that. All right, so we have, let's do that again. All right, so Claude was 196. Codex was 230. Now, what was Gemini? Let's check out Gemini really quick. WC-L to do .pi. There we go. 60. Look at that. The simplicity also goes into that picture, but I do have to say because it came back, it did the job, it accomplished the goal, and it did it with the fewest tokens. So I have to say that Gemini gets another one because it's the fewest tokens. Few tokens. Here we go. Fewest. Right? Fewest tokens. So it wins a point there. And then, let's see. Would Codex get a point? I mean, I feel like Codex did okay. I like that they used a database with JSON, right? So there's a JSON database. Gemini used text database. Claude did JSON as well. And so they both, so I can't really award a point because they cancel each other out. But I also want to say my favorite result was Claude because of it has the best user experience. I will be leaving at 5. Okay, I'm also leaving here in about a few minutes. I'm leaving in a few minutes because I gotta go, and then I'll be back later today. So that'll be the plan. I'll be back a little bit later today, maybe with a different thing. And then, but for now, let's see. Codex, I feel like it's not. It needs a point. It deserves a point because it did a good job and it did it right away. Gemini actually should loot. I need a detractor. Let's do a detractor. Gemini had a problem. Let's change. It had a problem. It had an issue. It failed automatically. It had a failure. Failed attempts. So Gemini had some issues. Jake, baby, everyone get off of AI bots. It's not safe for people. You're right. It's not. It can draw you in, and then it can take away your ambitions. So you gotta be careful because it'll make it be the only thing you want to do is just to interact with the AI, and then all of your aspirations and your drive and your motivations can disappear. So you gotta be careful. Want to know more about you and want to know about the flowers? Okay. So I'd say Gemini had a problem with some failed attempts. Claude did everything perfectly fine. And then also, I mean, I need to give a point to Codex because it also just worked. It worked easily. Just worked. And so did Claude, but I think Codex deserves a point here. And then I hate AI. I love God more than AI bots. God love you. All right. Yeah. I mean, there is that aspect to it from that respect, for sure. Is there going to be a secret boss by itself? Be careful, and you can probably do it in your next stream. Yeah. I mean, I believe so. I think that's the thing that we got to do. Actually, some stuff that we do have to do is get a Discord set up. It's been requested multiple times, and I feel like we're at the point where we need to do that, especially since I'm trying to get Vishwish here on LinkedIn, and I'm having trouble finding Vishwish, even though you've given the request. So I have to jump in and figure that out later. But yeah, that'll be planned later. Okay, so we have the results. Comparing the AIs, I liked Claude the best. Gemini had a detractor because it didn't do what I wanted it to do right away, but it also was the simplest and did the fewest tokens, so that was great. And then Codex did a really good job. Jake B, I hope your stream is so good because talking about something that God hates, nah. Well, it's all under the realm of God, right? In that case, because the domain, right? The domain is everywhere, right? Is there going to be a secret boss by itself? Be careful, and you can probably do it in your next stream. Nursing this into the flowers. Oh, wait. Hold on a second. Nursing the flowers, you see Rose is saying, see you soon. 2 in the pink flowers saying, we will see you soon. Yep, that's the plan. All right, so we got to get going. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with me today. This was really great. I would like to try to jump on another time here later today, maybe, and go live on another topic. But it was a lot of fun comparing Claude versus Gemini versus Codex. And I have to say, they all worked. Gemini struggled a little bit, but it also gave the best output, in my opinion, in terms of simplicity with the fewest dependencies. And Claude gave the best user experience. Claude has like this nice, fuzzy, fluffy aspect to it that really is user-friendly. They've added like a human touch to it more than any of the others. Like you get this human touch with Claude. Like that, I think they did a really good job with that. So hates when people goes in AI bots and some people hides chats like poly AI from parents. Oh, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful with that. Andy said that two, you will not defeat us and we will defeat you. The flower said that. Wolves, guys, anyone can answer my question. Oh, Wolves, what was your question? Oh, it's not good to post my projects on LinkedIn. Oh, it is good to post your projects on LinkedIn. If yes, how should I? I mean, not like everyone I did previously, but not in the same recent days. So Wolves, you can do that by posting. I think a good way to do that, to post your projects on LinkedIn, is to do it with a visual. Don't use so much text. And LinkedIn likes to keep its viewers on the platform. So if you link anywhere, if you link out on LinkedIn, they won't promote your post. So you want to make sure that it's maybe a video or a picture of some kind, some sort of media. And they love that on LinkedIn. They love it. A picture or a video. And don't link out. Don't put a link in there because they won't promote you if you do that. Make sure just a picture and you describe your project, and it could be like source code or something, or a video that walks through, and that's it. That's how you do it. Hey, do you know that people goes online to search AI chats? Yeah, I mean, that happens. Okay, guys, we got to get going. Thank you for hanging out so much today. We'll be back. Try to be back a little bit later today. We had a lot of fun. We compared all the models. Claude has to win in terms of my opinion from my favorite because it did a really good job. It did everything I wanted it to do. And it had the best user experience. It has the most human touch to it. So it did a really good job there. Even if the code it came out with wasn't like the best, it still worked and it did the job. So yeah, Wolves, I'll get something from it. I mean, reach out. Okay. Wolves, I'll try to find you, Vishwish, after a stream here, but we're ending now. So see you guys next time. We'll be back. I go live on different times throughout the day and there's no set schedule. So subscribe if you are interested in future events, we're going to talk about technology, software engineering, coding, AI, algorithms, those sorts of things. So we'll see you guys next time. Thank you for hanging out. Bye, everyone. See you next stream.